Hey, blessings, everyone. It's been a minute since I've made an Instagram live. Really good to be with you. I thought this is an important thing for me to talk about. I'm not going to talk long about it, but I wanted to speak into the necessary ingredient that we need to feel consistently good in our lives. I don't think I know there's not a human being alive who doesn't want this, especially now, when there's so many things that are rapidly changing in our world. What is it that we can cultivate and build so that we feel consistently good despite things changing, despite the world not being the way we think it should be, despite all of the factors outside of ourselves that are always changing? We know that when we try to borrow safety and security from the future, or we try to borrow safety and security from others, or from things working out the way that we want them to, we really suffer because that's impossible. And so, but there is good news. There are actually things that we can do to be something I like to call happy for no reason, or feel good no matter what. And the essential ingredient that's necessary for this is inner friendliness. You might even just take a moment right now to sense how is my relationship with myself right now? Am I indifferent? Am I critical? Or is there a sense of friendliness? And oftentimes just the question sort of opens us up. It can open up our minds and our hearts to a different view. And so inner friendliness is something that has to be consciously connected to, because our default is often indifference or criticism. And so two things that I like to do to cultivate a sense of inner friendliness is just two questions. One, what would more inner friendliness feel like right now? You can ask yourself this question as you're sitting down to meditate, or just throughout your day, just asking, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, when you remember, what would a little more inner friendliness feel like right now? And you can try that on now and sense anything that happens inside. Maybe a softening towards something. Maybe there's just a more connection to your heart. Maybe there's a softness that happens with the asking of that question. And then the other thing that you might, try on, always test everything out, it's what the Buddha taught. Come see for yourself. Another thing a question you might ask is, if you notice that you're kind of caught in something, you notice that you're caught in a story, or you're caught and something's bugging you, right? And you can usually trace it to a thought or a story that likely doesn't have anything to do with what's happening in this moment, or it might. But you can ask yourself the question, is this useful? Is me perseverating on this? Is me worrying about this thing? Is me getting upset about this thing? Is me thinking this thought? Is it useful? And oftentimes that question can kind of get us clear about what thoughts to bring attention to, or to bring awareness to, and which ones to just let go, to let them come and let them go. So two questions in building more inner friendliness, which is the essential ingredient to being happy for no reason. One, what would more inner friendliness feel like right now? Right now, just as I am. And two, is it useful? Is this thing that I'm entertaining, is this thing that I'm spending a lot of attention or bringing a lot of attention to, is it useful? And just to clarify what stories and what narratives we entertain, because whatever we entertain grows, right? Whatever we pay attention to does grow. It becomes magnified. And so with that being said, I do have my weekly Tuesday sit tomorrow at 9 a.m. PST. We do a meditation followed by a Dharma talk. Tomorrow's is going to be all about how to care without clinging, which is absolutely a practice that we cultivate of takes a lot of inner friendliness to even care about developing equanimity, which is what tomorrow's conversation will be about. We've been talking about the hindrances. And so we've talked about restlessness and worry, and tomorrow we're going to be talking about equanimity, and the conversation is all about how to care without clinging. So right in time for some election sanity. You'll find the link. I'll put it in the description of this video. And there's also a post on my page with the links. I don't stream it on social. I stream it via Zoom. So I hope to see you there. Sending you so much love and many blessings. Let me know what about this video spoke to you. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Blessings.